I made $40,000 clipping for LeBron James's media company while living in a beach in Mexico, generating 3 million views per month for 6 months straight. But this isn't a typical success story. I actually quit my job for this, and what happened next changed everything. Here's how I went from scanning equipment at a rental house to running soon to be the best clipping agency in the world. Alright, so let me take you back. By the time I was like 15, I was already hustling, knocking door to door for my gardening business. I would ask people around my neighborhood if they had any work for me to do. So I was cleaning cars, cutting grass, taking out weeds, a bunch of labor that you can think about I would do for money. Once I turned 16, I went through the typical job rotation. Chipotle, restocking shelves at a grocery store, and then I landed on Panavision, one of the biggest film companies in the entire world. But then everything changed once I found out about guys like Iman Gadzhi. I would basically watch his come up from building his SMMA to scaling it to making millions of dollars every single month. And I was inspired. So then I thought to myself, I could for sure do this. I used to vlog in high school doing public interviews, but this was something different. I wanted people to respect me and take me seriously. So then I did what any 16 to 17-year-old person who finds out about online money. So then I started my own SMMA. I bought a domain, created a VSL, I built a list of leads, and when I had everything ready, I just never fully committed and launched anything. So who knows if that would have worked or not. So meanwhile, all of this, I was still at Panavision all day. 5 days a week, 8-hour shifts, Sundays and Saturdays off. This was supposed to be my gateway to working on film sets. But then reality hit. I'd have to grind for 8 years plus glazing someone just to get on set. And I had a bigger vision. So then I pivoted to video services. So while I was working at Panavision, I started offering video services for local businesses. We showed up, filmed their events, edited everything, and at the end of the first month, ghosted. $500 worth of work and zero payment. But then things turned around and we ended up signing a client called Prevail Fitness. We ended up filming a few reels for them, got paid a good amount of money, and now we're close friends with our boy Ricky, who runs one of the biggest gyms in LA. And that's when I found Musa, the guy responsible for making Sidemen and Sneako go viral through clipping. I bought his course, started a faceless Christian content page called Exotic Story, and finally, something that actually worked. I was documenting my entire journey on Instagram Reels, and then eventually I came across Musa's course, so then I went ahead and bought it, made a review on the entire course, and that video went absolutely crazy. 2 million views to this day. And Musa himself even DM'd me. And just a reminder, I was still working at Panavision throughout all of this. My friend and I made a pact, save up enough money, quit our jobs, and go all in on building a course. And by all in, I mean moving to Mazatlan, Mexico to live on the beach and make it work remotely. The day finally came, I quit Panavision. 2 days later, I was on a flight to Mexico. The day I quit, I got a call for an editing gig that I applied to weeks earlier that I forgot about. As soon as I landed in Mexico, I got the email, $5K per month to be an editor, and I accepted. So for 6 months, I lived 10 minutes away from the beach, 15 minutes from my gym, making $5K per month editing for a media company, while building a community with one of my best friends. And thankfully, I spoke Spanish, so I made tons of friends. But I didn't know it at the time. That editing gig, it was for Spring Hill, LeBron James's media company, generating 3 million views per month for 6 months straight, making over $40,000 in just 6 months. And if you don't believe me, here's some proof of my tax statements from 2024. So then I eventually came back to LA, but in early 2025, they merged companies and shut down Spring Hill. And just like that, I had no job. Well, that was my mentality at the time. Looking back, I didn't just lose a job, I gained the experience worth more than a paycheck. And fast forward to August 2025, I saw the massive demand for clipping. The more eyeballs you get with the right funnel, the more money you can make. And it clicked. It's half the cost of traditional marketing and fully organic. So then I bought Eddie Cumberbatch's Clip Curated course for $20 a month. For context, Eddie works on WAP's team and runs one of the biggest clipping agencies in the world. He literally closed his multi-million-dollar growth operating business to focus on clipping full time. I studied the course for 2 weeks and started outreaching. I used my Spring Hill as a case study, 3 million views per month for LeBron's company, which gave me leverage. Today, I'm generating millions of views for my clients. I work with Jack Morrison, a full-time Twitch streamer.
Baby, get meleeed!
Wait, is that the Jack Morrison?
Oh.
So here's what I learned so far. Every job I had, the gardening business, Chipotle, restocking shelves, Panavision, and even getting scammed for $500 worth of services. It was all just preparation. The viral video with 2 million views taught me how content works. Working for Spring Hill taught me how to operate at scale. Losing that job taught me that security is just an illusion. You don't need to know if something works before you start. You just need to start. I quit my job and moved to Mexico on faith. I took an editing gig without knowing it was for LeBron James. I bought courses when I didn't have all the answers, and now I'm building an empire. If you want to learn how to make money clipping, I have a free course on the strategy that I use to make $40,000 clipping. And if that story inspired you at all, just make sure to hit the subscribe button and drop a like on this video. And if you guys want to see more videos like this, just go ahead and drop a comment. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.